Okay, this is the one that I call Mother Earth. She is beautiful. I love her. And what I did to her was I put an acrylic pour on her. So she feels like glass now. And then I cut her. I'm going to frame her up very soon. You really can't tell that she actually looks like glass on top. But I think she came out gorgeous. It took about a week for her to actually cure and dry. So if you're going to do an acrylic pour over your diamond paintings, remember that it takes a long time for it to dry, and you have to cover them with a box or something so that things don't get on top of it. I'm going to keep her for myself because I did miss one little spot. There's a bee bothering me. I did miss one little spot somewhere up in this area. One little drill is missing, but she's mine. I love her. She's gorgeous. You know, that's my favorite word. But now, I wanted to show you the progress on the girl I call the kneeling girl. I have finished all of her black. The 310 saga is over. I started doing some of the green in her leaves. I'm going to try and finish her maybe within the next 2 days. I've actually slowed down a lot since I'm having a problem with my eye coordination. So it's going to take a while, but she's almost done. I can't wait to press her out. I'll probably seal her and then try to find a frame big enough for her, because I love her. I'm not finding a frame. I'm going to duct tape her. She's going to be part of the duct tape collection. And I just love the way she's coming out. She is absolutely gorgeous with all of that 310. Let me explain something to you. When you see a video, a picture like this on a website, take a look at the background. Take a look and see if it's something that's full of confetti, because if you're like me, I don't like confetti at all. I'd rather do a lot of color blocking. And I picked her specifically because she did have all of this black in the background. I knew it was going to make it pop, and she was going to be gorgeous when it got done. So that's more along my line of picking my canvases. I'm going to show you how much debris she actually had in her. As you can see, it's coming along very well. This is the debris from just the 310s. All I can say is not bad. There was some that had like that little dragon lady looking nail thing, that little dragon nail thing. Some of these just had little gnarly bits in it. There's a couple of rounds. Some of them were just stuck together, and I didn't, feel like going through all of that hassle of grinding them up. But that's the debris from all of that big bag of 310 that I had. Now, this is what I have left over of that 310. If you can see it. This is the size of the bag. That's what I have left over. If you saw the first video where I bammed it onto the table, this is what I have left over. So let's find a spot and bam it back down. Hopefully I didn't stick that to my canvas. But that's what I have left over. Let's focus. On all of that 310, I don't think I'll have a problem yet. Stock. But I don't care. I don't edit. I don't do any of that. I'll pick it up in a second. But yeah, that's it on debris. I'm going to continue working on her for the rest of the day. And I should have a lot more done of her by tonight. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update on how she turned out. And again, acrylic pour over her. Tree of Life is what I call her, or Mother Earth. And she came out beautiful. I'm going to frame her. Now, since I did cut her sides off, I will have to frame her. a little bit different, but I think I have an extra frame downstairs that will work on her perfectly. Perfectly. She's beautiful. You can't see her sparkle, mainly because she's in the shade. But believe you me, she does have a lot of sparkle left to her. So if you're thinking about doing an acrylic pour, go ahead. Just make sure that you mix the acrylic very well and that you are patient enough to let it cure, because it does have to cure. There are two different forms of the acrylic pour. One you need a blowtorch for, or a heat gun, and the other one you don't. So do your homework carefully if you're thinking about doing an acrylic pour. And I do have some canvases that I did it on that are partials. I'm going to pull a couple of those out and make a video on them, and you can see how it just makes them look like there's glass over top of them. But yeah, this is the kneeling girl with her 310 all done. All done. Yeah, I can't wait to get her done. She is going to be absolutely beautiful, and I'm going to hang her on my wall proudly. So I just wanted to say that to everyone. And remember, be courteous to each other. Be nice to each other. Because what you put out here in the cosmos will always come back to you tenfold. So if you put love out there, love will return. If you put something else out there, it's going to return. So just remember, be nice to each other. Smile, share, and love. Bye.